Driving. You want your birthday in French? I don't want to tell you your birthday in French. I'm pretty sure I remember how to say it. I mean, it's been a minute, but I'm pretty sure I could do it.
Joyeux anniversaire, 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 joyeux
Bonne fête à toi, bonne fête à toi, bonne fête, bonne fête, bonne fête à toi. Happy birthday, Bark Puppy Boy. Now stop giving me subscriptions. Welcome to Raiders, what is up? Hi, peeps. It's good to see you. Welcome to Raiders. Hello, hi. My name is OT, otherwise known as OneTopic or OneTopic at a time. You might know me from Twitch, you might know me from YouTube, but if you don't know me yet, more than welcome to try to get to know me as a friend. An unwilling friend of Beeps, and I'm not the one who's unwilling, it's Beeps, who always like gives me the cold shoulder all the time, and I can't figure it out. And I had your YouTube channel up earlier, and I was looking at how many like AITA videos you make and stuff, and I was like, that's really cool. I remember reading through those subreddits, and I thought, well, I was having a good time over there. And I remember being invited to the holes on Fridays and stuff, and you even DM'd me, and you're like, OT, do you want to pick a date for holes? And I was like, do you want me to plan for the future? Anyways. Hi, Beeps! How was your stream? What the heck were you getting up to? What were you doing? Someone's jealous? What? I'm literally invited to read the whole stories. How would I be jealous? Fam, I think you misunderstand my excitement for a friend doing well at something they're passionate about. You misunderstand that for jealousy, and that's very unfortunate. I'm excited for Beeps to do a cool Beeps thing, because Beeps is an awesome bean. You know what? Beeps gets a shout out. Here you go, because I sometimes forget to do that. There you go. There's Beeps right there. I'm also gonna I'm gonna purple heart at the top of the chat. That's not how we say it, but it's how I say it now. Beard Princess. Ooh, almost spelled that wrong. Princess. Shout out, Beard Princess. Purple heart at the top of the chat. That's who just rated in. Is Beard Princess, who looks like me in that profile picture. Ah, but with a beard that's colored. I have never colored my beard. I have colored my hair. Beeps is biting my style. With purple hair. God dang it, although much more vibrant in that picture. Although you've gone like full raw hair recently. Non-colored, non-dyed, which is kind of cool. I like that. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Hi, we got raided if you didn't miss it. Yeah, I'm full raw right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You haven't dyed your beard or your hair. It's just your natural colors right now. I do kind of like that you've got a separate camera set up for being in the basement. I really like that. I think I kind of want to do something like that where I have a separate camera that runs on a really long cable. Although I think you've got your setup like wirelessly. That's so cool. That's so cool. I can't wait for more basement stories. You're going to do spooky readings down there? Oh, I would do that at nighttime with a candle. It's wireless? Okay, I'm envious. I can't. I don't have a setup like that. It's all cables down here. There's so much going on down there. I bet. We're watching TV, Beeps. Do you want to watch TV with us? We're watching TV right now. Also, bonne fête à toi. Bonne fête à toi. Bonne fête, bonne fête. Bonne fête à toi. Thank you, Bark Puppy Boy. Now stop giving me subs. We're watching TV. Whoop, here we go. All right, so apparently Disney sucks and we're watching Funky Frog Bait.
Clearly somebody's missing the mark.
I'm not saying that the whole movie was trash. I'm just saying that it was more trash than not.
What the f happened here?
What have you ever thought of getting a mullet?
I'll be real. I started growing my hair into a little bit of one. I stopped cutting the back. Normally I cut around the back, and I decided, what if I don't cut the back and I kind of just do mullet time now? I think that, I don't know. Maybe. I might start. Hi, OT, first stream, and of course, when my internet is starting to go out. Oh no! One mullet. You forgot to. I think you should have done one like this. One mullet. Like that. See, that makes more sense. You could have really had me there, Beeps.
So, of course, I immediately went to my local theater alone on a Tuesday for an 11 a.m. showing of Disney's live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. In the middle of the very back
Have you seen Lilo and Stitch yet, Beeps?
row, which is my favorite spot. 1665 of my hard-earned money. I was surrounded by children,
You've seen it? You didn't watch the new live action? Oh boy.
exhausted mothers, and many empty seats. I felt like a pervert. I did this so you don't have to.
Chicken jockey!
You poor, ignorant child, mindlessly regurgitating shareholder-approved catchphrases. You have no idea what they've taken from you. Now,
We're on a hype train? Oh, thank God it ends in 20 seconds, so that way nobody has time to contribute to it, you troublemakers. Thank you for the level 3 hype train, you silly beans. Get out of here.
I went in with incredibly low expectations, but what I saw was far worse than anything I could have mentally prepared for.
Thank you! I'm so glad. Okay, unless it's like a big switcheroo and it's like, actually, it was really good. Thank you! I'm so glad. Oh, there we go. Hype train ended. I'm so glad we could finally talk about how the new live-action Lilo and Stitch sucks. It sucks so much. And not just the regular, it sucks. I mean, it sucks the soul out of the original. Boo. OT, you're my present this year? That's nice of you to say. Thank you. Hey, Beeps, have you Have you? Have you?
I must have the wrong house.
Sister. Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
He's here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about?
We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh. Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Give it. Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian dark roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! No! No! Stop it! Stop it! No! No! I just want to my brother!
Is Folgers in your cup.
Oh, whoops. I don't know what I selected. I don't know what this is. Shrooms took me to my own cartoon. I don't know what this is. How do we get out of this? Oh, God. Ah, okay. Anyways. Why did Beeps make us watch that? That's so weird. We were just watching something about Lilo and Stitch, and Beeps came in here and said, OT, we have to watch this right now? That's so weird. How did that happen? Why did Folgers make that as a commercial? I'm not watching that right now, Beeps. OT, have you seen Long Man? I've seen Long Men, but I don't know. 100 biddies. Jax Moon, thank you. OT, show Beeps the... Do we show Beeps the message? Put a 1 in chat if we should show Beeps the message. That's way too fast. There's no delay here. Oh, God. If you're actually going to try to flirt, and like, don't do it to people on the internet, that's weird. Be more subtle. It's not fun when it's that direct. That's so weird. If I can give any advice, do that, but not weird, and not to me. Do it to someone that you know, that you already have a pre-established relationship with, that's receptive to that. Not me. Thank you.
I beg you, for the sake of your own conscience and the future of the arts, just watch this video instead of contributing a single dollar to this film. Buckle up your officially licensed Disney fanny packs, motherfuckers, because it's about to be a rough ride.
We're hating on Lilo and Stitch in here today. Let's go! Down with Lilo and Stitch. Let's go! Here's how you do it. OT, you look like a nice person, and your light blue wig looks great today. Did you know I'm not wearing a wig? You troublemaker, and it's not blue.
Okay, well, that was weird. But before we continue, I'd like to take a second to talk about today's sponsor, Midas Merge, a relaxing puzzle game that won't ruin your childhood. Let me give you a breakout, download Midas Merge and start playing today. Trigger warning, I'm about to get really annoying about a kids movie. The problems start basically immediately with the pacing, which is noticeably rushed for the entire runtime. Conversations were dumbed down, no shot was allowed to linger for more than a few seconds, everything primed for the skibbity toilet Riz attention span. This did not work, however, on the preschoolers sitting next to me. They had a conversation at full speaking volume for the first 20 minutes. This isn't just nitpicky film bro fluff, this kind of thing adds up. If you rush through every reveal, dilute every line of dialogue, abort every pregnant pause, you're left with something stale. Like, for example, the scene where Stitch finds out he's on an island. In the cartoon, we get this dramatic moment where he zips from coastline to coastline impossibly fast until he realizes that the major cities he wants to destroy are blocked by miles of ocean. In the live action, Stitch rides up to one beach and just gives up. I've never seen.
I felt like that's been a common issue with modern Disney films, insane rush pace. Yeah, I don't know why everything's edited to be good on TikTok. It's almost as if that's all they want. They want everybody's social media to do the most marketing possible, to have everything go viral just on tiny little clips and snippets that are pre-edited so that way they'll perform well on social media so everybody can just give dollars and not have any future for the company. They're sucking the soul out of all of their future projects by having short-term returns now, baiting everybody based on nostalgia and riding the coattails of better projects on the shoulders of better men that came before. You know, because they don't hire women. I'm kidding. They hire some.
In a movie in such a hurry with nowhere to go, kind of like Stitch on that island. Something else that struck me immediately was just how ugly this film was. Look how they massacred my boys. This has been a recurring issue for these remakes. Some things just don't translate well outside of a cartoon. Flounder loses
I mean, it could. It could translate well if they simply upped the saturation and made them brighter.
The anthropomorphic details that make him Ariel's best friend. Visually, he's just one of countless identical Sergeant Major damselfishes that populate the Atlantic Ocean. It's hard to make a movie about lions where the lions actually look like lions. Most lions kind of just look.
I can't believe he argued for this as well. He's like, no, we have to make them look the most realistic possible. We can't make them look like lions or have any facial expressions, and then immediately abandon that with how poor this was received and started going like, oh, now they can make facial expressions now that we're doing a prequel. Okay.
The same. Because they're all conformists, you see. Lumiere and Cogsworth are stiff and lifeless, as if the last petal has already fallen. Their expressions are lost in aggressive, period-accurate detail. Will Smith looks like that. But Lilo and Stitch in live action fundamentally does not work for a much simpler reason. No human being with functioning eyes would ever think this thing is a dog. As I so eloquently wrote in my notes app while watching, it's f***ing blue, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but like this was also, you know, the 90s / the early 2000s when it eventually came out. Is much more believable for people who don't have the internet to believe blue dog maybe. Y'all ever heard of a blue healer, for goodness sake?
Cartoon allows us to easily suspend our disbelief, unlike watching this hyper-detailed gremlin wriggling in a real human's hands.
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
It's not just uncanny 3D animation either. The on-location shots were strangely underwhelming. Like, how do you fuck up so bad that you make Hawaii, one of the most beautiful places in the world, somehow...
Oh, one of the, oh my God, the artists who painstakingly took time to make sure they were capturing Hawaiian culture as accurately as possible flew to Hawaii, spoke to the locals there about some of the things that people who were not local to the area might not know. One of them being pink foam in the ocean. Pink foam. Traditionally, this is seen in Hawaii. And then look at how they massacred my boy.
Make Hawaii.
Just standard vacation footage.
One of the most
wow. Oh, look at that. Wow.
Beautiful places in the world.
Oh, wow.
Somehow look.
For goodness sake, she is a surfing champion.
Hawaii.
She is a surfing novice, I assume.
One of the most beautiful places in the world somehow look boring? I really need to get that thing fixed. The moment that set off the CinemaSins counter in my head, though, happened during Lilo's very first appearance on screen. I'm going to read to you what I typed out in the crushing darkness of the AMC theater, exactly as written. It's to wrong sandwich. 3 question marks, 3 commas.
Oh my God, it's not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a cheese, lettuce, tomato. Should make Pudge the fish a BLT?
Question marks. The whole point id the peanut biter. And then
the peanut biter
has lettuce and tomato? Was this an overreaction?
No!
I did devote countless hours.
No, it wasn't. The whole point, the whole goddamn point is that Lilo would sometimes feed a fish in the ocean. And then there was bad weather, so she didn't feed the fish in the ocean. And then the bad weather is the same night that her parents had a car accident that ended up being fatal. So she blames herself for the death of her parents and says that Pudge the fish controls the weather. And so she continues to feed Pudge the fish every day so that he will ensure that they have good weather so that nobody else that she cares about dies. It's her literally dealing with trauma. And they change the type of sandwich. Why? For people who are allergic to peanuts? IRL?
Hours to the 625 sandwich stacking game in my youth, so perhaps my passion is warranted. This whole film felt like when you let someone copy your homework and tell them to change it a little bit, which is a problem when your source material was written by people who were actually paid enough to respect the art of storytelling, each detail building onto a larger narrative like a Jenga tower. You can't just start randomly yanking
Say Caucasians?
onto a larger narrative like
Caucasians when you break out the blocks?
a Jenga tower.
Okay, who doesn't like Jenga? Jenga is also the Swahili word for construction, so like, I feel like everybody likes Jenga. Come on now.
You can't just start randomly yanking pieces or the whole thing falls apart. When Lilo starts having a panic attack about Pudge the weather-changing fish getting his preferred sandwich, the audience is confused until they're sucker punched with the revelation that Lilo's parents died in a car accident during a storm. This strict ritual is a traumatized child's coping mechanism, a desperate attempt at maintaining some semblance of control. Fast forward to 2025, after f***ing up Pudge's order, Lilo mentions the fish's powers, but we're never told how her parents died. Jenga pieces on my face, then. There is not a single character in this movie that didn't leave the cutting room floor looking as chopped as Pleakley's Black Bob. First, let's just rip off the band-aid. They completely got rid of the sexy shark alien. And yes, you heard me correctly, the sexy shark alien.
Gantu is gone too. He is no longer in the film. There's no more Gantu.
This is my truth. According to the director Dean Camp,
I don't know, he's so big. Like, how are we gonna do it? I don't know. He's just like, it's like it didn't work in the final cut. It would have cost more money. Why should we do it? Let's just make Jumba the bad guy.
Those things that just didn't work so well in live action, then why the fuck did you make the movie then? I'm sorry.
I don't know. He represents the police, and like we don't want to say anything bad about the police. You know, it's a kids movie. Why do we have the police in the kids movie anyways? Let's make the scientist a bad guy the whole time.
I need to calm down. I do stand by the decision in trying to ground these characters more and tell a story with a little more emotional depth. Especially between the sisters, I feel like you have to free up real estate. With Captain Gantu gone, there was not only a sexy shark man-shaped hole in my heart, but also the real estate of the script. A hole that apparently Jumba had to fill. If you think about it, the original Lilo and Stitch...
Hey, what was the cool thing about Jumba? Was it that he looked horrifying? Was it that he looked horrifying? Horrifying? No. The cool thing about him was how he sounded like a crazy scientist, but also a Russian person. But now we can't do Russian accents? We can't do Russian accents anymore in films. Did you know that?
Had to fill. If you think about it, the original Lilo and Stitch really has no villain, unless you count Gantu, which, I mean, come on. Every character...
The whole beautiful point of Lilo and Stitch is that nobody is an actual villain. Everybody just has different motivations in the film, and some of the motivations aren't as helpful as the other motivations, so they end up being the ones that we don't follow. But it's all about making tough decisions when trying to support a group that ultimately needs a village level of support. That's why, literally, Chi, the leader of the Galactic Federation over here, and Jumba, and Pleakley, and Bubbles, and the community, and her sister raise Lilo. Everybody comes together because that's their new Ohana. Because Ohana means family. But what does it mean in the new one? Ohana means get left behind. F you, I need to go to fish school in California. Because how could I possibly learn fish school in Hawaii? But don't worry, there's a fix for that at the end, in a post-credit scene. I'm not abandoning you ultimately, even though I did abandon you to the state. Do you know that? You know she gets abandoned to the state?
That introduces conflict to the story is carrying out what they perceive to be a necessary duty or their biological programming. Throughout the story, they learn to grow past these imperatives and change for the better. Shareholders, however, seem to have collectively decided that these themes are too complex for the Gen Alpha mind, and perhaps they're right. In the 2025 remake, Jumba's Russian-type accent is gone, a decision that even his actor, Zach Galifianakis, seems somewhat baffled by in interviews.
These days, accents are maybe the PC. I don't know what happens. I don't know how those decisions are made. Like, no German, no Russian, no accent. So I think maybe they wanted to stay away from that kind of thing, but I can't really do voices anyway.
But it's not just the voice, that's completely different. Cartoon Jumba's only motivation is his love of science. He's not evil, he's just a little crazy. At first, he's only interested in Stitch as a part of his research, but after observing him in the human world, he slowly realizes he is more than just a cute, fluffy experiment. By the end of the movie, Jumba kind of takes on this goofy uncle role.
That's a pretty unkind way to phrase realizing I can't care for this child and they deserve better, so I'm going into a position where I can take care of you the way you deserve. I implore you to watch some of the reactions that Native Hawaiians have had to this film and to that specific change, how it reflects a lot of the experiences that they've had and that their families have had throughout history, and also other Native individuals across the states who have also been similarly pressured, because how could they possibly raise younger individuals without actually putting their younger individuals into the foster care system? But it abandoned the message of the original film where everybody pitched in to help raise the child and instead oversimplified it in the new live action. So Ohana no longer has the same meaning. Do you remember the scene with Lilo and Stitch where she's sitting in the hammock the day before Bubbles is actually going to come and take away Lilo, and they're singing a song in the hammock together? Well, I mean, the older sister, Nani, she's singing a song to Lilo. The song that she's singing is, I believe it's the last written song of the Queen of Hawaii, the last